is the Menaria and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna learn about JavaScript basic concepts and related to JavaScript topics which we required in case we give any interview. So let's begin. If you are new here, subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon. And if you have any doubts, then you can comments. So JavaScript. So JavaScript is a powerful language that aid interactivity to websites. Initially, when the JavaScript is launched, that time JavaScript is used only for the website interactivity, animations, and some other operations. It is widely used in both client side and server side. So the client side means the website interactivity, and the server side, so when the Node.js is introduced, so after that JavaScript used for server side as well. It making essential for the modern web applications. So today we gonna learn about the basic concepts of the JavaScript. So we stay in the video and okay, so let's open my VS Code. Okay, in case you have any doubts related to my IDE like Visual Studio Code and you have a issue to installing this Visual Studio Code, please mention the comment so that I can create a new video for that, how we can install now this Visual Studio Code and other things whatever you need to install. So first things in JavaScript we will learn about variables. So what is variables? So variables are a container that used to store value. Which value? Okay, so value like any of name, any of integer, any of like number, anything, whatever you need to store in that is stored in the variables. That's called a variables. So how can we declare a variables? So this is the major questions, like in case we are giving any interview, the interviewer can ask how can we create a variables in JavaScript. So in JavaScript we can create variables using three types. How many types? Three types. First one is var, second one is let, and last one is a const. So these three things, three way to declare a variables. So let's declare one variables like var name equal to blank, or we can initialize with my name. Okay, let last name equal to Menaria. Okay, so okay, with const we can also create one variables video for YouTube. Okay, so here is the some question around you. If we create a variables using var, why we need let and const? So let's explore it. When we create a variables with var keywords, it is a functional scope. In old way, when the JavaScript is introduced, that time we have only var keywords to declare a variables. after that, many improvements is coming in ES6. They introduce let and const. So recently mostly the let will be used in our programming language, and const is also used. But why the const is used? So const means if we have any variable that we need to declare, but in future we don't need to modify that value, like this value I provide here. In case we need to provide new value to this const, video4 equal to xyz. Okay, so we can't redeclare this value. It will, if I run this program, it will be give error. So const is used to declare a variables which we need to declare only one time. So this question is completed, like how we declare variables in JavaScript. I have given option 3. I can write here, this is a functional scope. This is a block scope. Sorry, it's my typo. And the const also have a same block scope. So understand? Let's move forward. So now question comes around, variable can, what type of values, what type of value they can hold it. So the question around this, we have data types in JavaScript. Data types in JavaScript, like what type of data they are supports, JavaScript supports. Okay, so if we categorize, it's have a two types, primitive and non-primitive. Maybe my spelling is typo, so you can ignore it in case it have any typo. Okay, so primitive types. First we can ask about the primitive types. The primitive type is immutable and the non-primitive types is mutable. Okay, so in the non-primitive types we have a array and object. Okay, and in the primitive types we have several types of variable types or the data types, like string, number, boolean, null is also a data types. Okay, undefined, object, symbol. Object is different because that is in the non-primitive. Symbol and big int. So these are the primitive types. So how we can create this? So like we have to create let day equal to 10. So this is the type of number. It is defined that let day equal to a number. Let name equal to text. Okay, text. So this name is equal to string type. It is showing my IDE is showing this thing. Okay, we can create boolean as well, like let status equal to true, and is showing status is equal to boolean. So same thing, we can create the multiple things in the primitive way. So how we can create the non-primitive things? The question comes around, right? The good questions. We have to come here, so we can create a let my array equal to, we can define 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this is the type of array. Okay, we can create like let user data equal to Ramesh, Suresh, and Jamnesh. Okay, you can do whatever things in this. Okay, so this, like this, we can create a array in JavaScript. So how we can create an object? So let's create it object let user obj equal to, we can create using the curly braces. Okay, with the help of curly braces we can create a objects, and it's have like key and value pair. How can we write this? Key means what is the key, like name is equal to so, then comma, it will be required in case we have any new key, and we can write here status equal to 0 or anything what you want. Okay, so this type of object we can create. Okay, so let's move to the next topic here. So operators means how many types of operators supports by the JavaScript. Operators are a symbol that perform operations on a variable and the value. Okay, so JavaScript support a 4 type of operators, like arithmetic, sorry arithmetic operator, assignment operator, comparison operator, then we have a logical operator. Okay, so first come to the arithmetic operator. Maybe typo, you can ignore that spelling. Okay, so what is the arithmetic operation? Arithmetic operations means if we perform any sum, subtraction, multiplication, divides, that is related to arithmetic operations. I can write here like in comment plus, minus, comma, minus, multiplications and divide things. Okay, so this is coming inside the arithmetic operations. Then we go to the assignment operator. So what is the assignment operator? Like how we assigning anything to any variables like thing. So we have in separate different type of, like we have a equal to, we have the equal to plus, we have a minus equal to plus equal to like this. Okay, then we move forward to the next, the comparison operators. So for the comparison, like how we compare the one value to the another value, we have a loosely equal to, like double equal to means loosely equal to, triple equal to, like it will be strict equal to. Okay, then we have a not equal to, then we have not equal to equal to. We will learn more about in the next sessions, don't worry about it. Now we can move forward to the logical operator. So what type of logical operator we support? JavaScript support. So JavaScript support and comma, we have a or, like I'm asking and operator, and this is the or operator. Now double time I'm asking only not operator, like this. These are the logical operator the supports. Okay, so a question comes around, like I am writing a comments here. So this is also one major interview questions, how we can comments thing in the JavaScript. So we have two types to comment our code. We have if we have a single line, we can use double slash to comment that line. Like we have a line like let x, okay, we can define like this also, and we can write single line comment is just like this. And if we have a multiple lines like this, and we need to, okay, this is giving a double identifier, cannot redeclare, so we can create xy and z. Here we can write slash star, then star slash. Okay, we can write the multiple comments. So okay, I can write here single line comment and line comments. Okay, so how we can write a comment like this. Okay, so let's come to picture with the next thing, that is conditional statement. Okay, conditional statement, I think it is right thing. Okay, no problem, that is a statement. Okay, conditional statement. So how we can, what is the conditional? First thing, conditional statement allow you to execute code based on the certain conditions. The most common conditional statement is if and else statements. So most important and most used common conditional statement is if and else. I can comment here like if and else statements. So how can we write like this? So I can create one variable, let my age is equal to 21. Okay, so in if case, if my age is equal to 21, okay, then this block of code will be executed, and else this block of code will be executed. Like we can write certain type of, like greater than, less than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. We have many different ways to write the if case and the things. But as of now, if I have write like condition like this, if we have my age is equal to 21, then in this block we write any code that will be executed, else this code will be executed, like console.log in if condition console in else. Okay, like this we can write the conditional statements. Okay, we have some more types of things we can write, but as of now we are learning about this only. Okay, so move forward to the next thing, functions. Functions. Okay, so what is the function in JavaScript? Functions. So function means the reusable block of code. Any of thing that is reusable we can use multiple times, that we can write in the functions. Function are a reusable block of code that perform a specific task. You can define a function using function keyword. Okay, so how can we write here, like function full name. Okay, so this is the function full name, and this is the block of code where what we need to write the logic here. So the functions have a parameter. We can write a parameter or arguments like first name, comma, last name. Okay, like this. Then we can call these functions console.log. Here we can combine both things, first name last name. Okay, so this first name and last name have access inside only this block. This will not acceptable outside this block. Okay, so this is the block scope, and outer side is the function scope or global scope that we called. And how we can call the function? Sorry, we can write the same name, full name, and we pass anything like this is my first parameter and this is my last parameter. Okay, so if I run here now console.js, we have some errors. Name is already declared, no problem. Previously we write something, that's why it's giving errors, no problem. Let's check again. Yeah, this is also run. I am in if conditions. We can write here if my age is equal to 21, so I am in the if conditions, and here it will be give the concatenations, string concatenations. It will be combine both first name and last name and console. Okay, this thing. So this is the functions, how we can call this one. Okay, we have some different type of functions, like we can use as a function expressions. We have a arrow functions. We will learn it later. Okay, so let's move forward for next things. Loops. Okay, loops. So what is loops? Okay, so loops means loops allow you to execute a block of code multiple times. Okay, 1 minute. So loop allow us to execute a block of code multiple times. Common loops in JavaScript. We have some types of loops, which is for loop, we have a while loop, and we have do while loop. Okay, we have as of now we are reading about the three type of loops. Okay, so how can we write this loops? For this one, in the for loop we can declare one variable with the number, then what we condition we need to perform according to condition. This loop will be run, and we can write index plus plus, and we can do whatever thing we need to require and do multiple times. Okay, then we have to write while loop. Okay, so while loop write a conditions, like we have a conditions, and inside the condition we can write the logic, whatever logic we need to perform. Okay, and do while loop like this, do then while. Okay, so in that, the first at least one time the condition, the block of code, whatever logic you write inside the block, it will be executed, then it will be check the condition. So if condition false, it will be at least one time it will be executed. Okay, then we move forward to next thing. Okay, so I think video is too long, so we can drop from here. We will record the new video for the interview questions and some more basic things after ES6. So subscribe the channel and likes and comments if you never understand anything in this video. Okay, thank you guys, bye and see you.